All right.
Round 2. You got holding like 15 there.
Well, I broke my neck. I can
There you
only tell. Okay, so that feels like 1.
I think that's 1.
Okay. Oh. Smells. Oh, how to be politically correct and talk about smells. I don't know.
Politically correct and talk about smells.
Yeah.
You must have a different thing when you think of smells than I do.
Well, I work in the public.
Okay.
I work in retail.
Right.
Right? So some people smell.
Oh, you're talking body odor smells.
Well, not necessarily
Or just
body
like
odor, but like some people
smell
wear
that people
perfume.
carry with-
They
I
go
see.
into the perfume section. They tried it all on. I had this one lady. I'm like, I said I had to be honest with her. I'm like, I'm sorry, but I have to stand way over here because you
too much
perfume, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was gonna make me choke. And
Wow.
and did I want to die? Not really, not right then. And I'm stuck in this little spot. I can't get out. I can't go anywhere. Right? And so I was just like, sure, here's your things. Press a button, chuck the machine to her. And I'm like, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't have that issue in my work very much.
Body odors are interesting, though, because, you know, some are not so bad and others are repugnant. Like, they're yuck.
Yeah.
And you know, like, and they're all very personal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some that somebody else would find horrible, I'm like, no, that's okay for me. That doesn't bother me at all.
That's what I'm used to.
Yeah, and when you go in the washroom and people use fresheners and stuff, I'm like, I think I'd rather just smell your poop, you know, because this is really, really bad.
Well, one thing is you go in the bathroom, you're expecting a certain odor, you know, and if that's not there, then you have some other weird thing instead.
Although I prefer this, I think it's orange or citrus, something that is in a lot of bathrooms.
Yeah.
Especially like Japanese restaurants for some reason.
Oh, yeah,
lovely smelling citrusy bathrooms. It's really great.
Yeah. So one thing that I do actually see at work quite a bit is, this might sound weird, is urinal pucks.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they get used to help deter raccoons and rats and things like that.
Yeah, yeah.
They're actually coming off the market because there's some evidence that they may be carcinogenic when you have a lot of exposure. So the average person, no big deal.
Right.
To the janitorial staff that's around them all the time. Could be a problem,
Right. And they smell bad.
They do smell. They smell so weird.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that, like, that's just what a public washroom smells like. You know, for
boys, I guess.
For men, you go in there, that's the smell, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And not anymore because now they have all these different
things,
essential oil pad things that they're doing.
It's very good,
but
very nice.
But it's this smell that's like, at first it's like that's kind of weird, but it's okay. But over like long, like if you're there for a while, it just becomes this overwhelming, terrible smell.
Yeah.
And so like we'll use them and put them in people's crawl space or attic or things sometimes.
Right.
And I always will tell people like this smell
is
you're
just
not
that.
familiar with it, like here you can smell it. And most people are like, oh, that smells fine. I'm like, yeah, it smells fine right now.
Yeah.
But I'm going to put this somewhere where you can get to it in a Ziploc bag because after a while it may smell like it may just start driving you crazy.
Yeah.
Just zip it up.
It does drive you crazy. That's perfect because my first husband brought that home for some reason. I can't remember why. He liked to wear a lot of perfume and he was very fragrant. And for some reason he brought this home and I had a reaction like I turned into a crazy person.
Yeah.
And I didn't really understand it. And then I got this book, Is This Your Child by Doris Rapp. Mm-hmm. And she writes about chemicals and how they affect the brain and how you can have people really go nutso when certain smells come into your way. So I was like, yeah, just like the lady with the perfume, I was like, it was more of a physical thing. It wasn't a mental thing, like, oh, she shouldn't be wearing perfume or something like that. It was actually a physical reaction. And sometimes my husband just bought a bed for us, a bed frame thing. And it has this smell. And I've been super grouchy. Now, I don't know. It could be super grouchy for lots of reasons. But, you know, it's like, I'm thinking, is this smell bothering me enough to cause me to be super grouchy?
Right. Well, and it could be
I don't
like,
want to be super grouchy. It's not like my intention.
Yeah. Well, it could be affecting your sleep, right?
Yeah.
Right. It could just be like this constant... While you're sleeping, you'll be breathing a lot of it, right?
Yeah, and it's like Taiwan, like it's a wood, and it has that smell of those kind of places, right? So I don't know. I didn't know I had a sensitivity to it, but it certainly makes me.
Yeah. Well, maybe
safe
once
to walk in.
the spring rolls around, you just open up the windows for a while. And
Yeah, and then it'll
put a
be probably
fan
fine.
on and
Yeah.
air it out.
Who knows? It's not
Yeah.
even set up yet. I'm like,
Oh yeah, it's just there.
Yeah, it's just there, lying against the wall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In the bedroom though.
Yeah.
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 I don't know. That's one of those things that I think I've decided, because something like that happened to us where we had something that came in it was kind of irritating the smell in the winter. It's like, well, I can't really do anything about it right now.
Yeah.
Because I can't have the windows open because my heating bill will be insane.
Do you have to pay for your heat here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
bad.
So I can't just can't do that. So
Yeah.
we're just like, well, next time if we're gonna get something smelly, we got to do it in the spring or the summer, so that we can just open the windows. And
or not
put the
buy
fan
smelly
on.
stuff, like
Well-
particle board is, anything that's made with particle board has a smell. And,
Yeah. Well, but sometimes you don't necessarily know it's smelly, right, until you get it home.
Well,
right?
yeah,
Like,
especially
if you buy a
because the
piece of
display
furniture or
things, they
something-
smell fine. So what we used to
Yeah.
do is we used to buy the display furniture.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my first bed set was a display set.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fabulous. Yeah, because it had been sitting there for 2 years, and then they give you a better deal.
Yeah.
And it's got the nice, everybody touched the little things, and so it's like the pig at Butchard's Gardens. It's got the nice shiny thing.
shiny
It's
nose.
awesome. So there's good things about that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But they don't like to sell you those if they have more in the back.
Well, yes,
So
but
you have to wait
if
till
that's
the end
like
of the
the end
line.
of this season, and they're
Yeah.
not going to get any more, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. Then you might just get the smell of the store.
That's okay.
It's usually
You know
better
if you like the store. Or not.
I guess that's true. I don't know. I go in the Brick or something like that. I'm just like, I don't like the smell of this place. There's a lot of stores I don't like the smell of.
Oh, we just got a couch. So here's the
yeah.
thing. We just got this couch. We drove all the way up to Mill Bay to get this couch because on
Okay.
garage sale it looked beautiful.
Right.
So I really wanted it. I actually dreamed about it. I was like, I hope we really get that couch.
We're gonna get
Then we
that
go to the house and the guy has the dog outside, and it's not a little dog.
Oh.
It's a big dog. And he said, yeah, that's why we're getting rid of this couch because, the dog's got fur and it goes on this couch. And so they had a new leather couch that they were going to.
Sure.
Let their
Yeah,
dog
so it had a fabric couch.
So I gave it a sniff and I was like, okay. So we put it in the truck. And all the pillows went in the cab of the truck. We have a king cab.
Yeah.
So as we're driving down, I open the window a little bit to let, the smell out. Well, guess what? Open the window and the smell gets more.
Yeah, because now the air is
Stronger.
blowing
And
and
I'm
it's
like,
all circling.
oh my gosh, I
Just
can't believe this just did this. So I'm like, I hope this is good. And of course, Dave's, or my husband, is like, he wants to be like the good guy. The bought me the great couch that I wanted,
And
right? He's like, honey,
"It's
I got
okay."
you the couch. I'm like, yay, thank you. Oh no! So, anyways, it's in our living room, and we put some of the cushions outside. And I've tried to wash things, and it's like,
Yeah.
So my daughter says, well, maybe if we just wait long enough, it'll start to smell like our house.
Yeah,
It's
that's,
like, maybe not.
and that's
I have dogs.
eventually.
I have dogs, right? So it's not like I don't have dogs.
It's just this was particularly
This was a-
strong, and
Yeah,
it's a different
yeah.
dog.
And it's a different dog. It's not my
It's
dog, right? I
different
don't
dogs.
love that dog. So I'm willing to put up with that smell. But it was just very interesting, and the lady was nice enough to give us some money back for it. So for cleaning expenses or whatever.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll all work out
Hopefully
perfect.
it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those things.
But in the meantime, now I have the couch that we want to get rid of that I'm using the cushions off of, so I can't really get rid of it.
Right.
And so I've got 2 couches in my living room and a big dining room set and all this stuff. And I'm like, and all my people are gone. So I'm like, do I Airbnb? Like, do I have actually suites that I could suite off? Not really. Does it have to have roommates? Do I really want roommates? I'm 50 years old. Do I want roommates? I don't know. What if they smell bad?
They'll bring their own smells and they'll start cooking something weird that comes through the whole house.
And it does, because we're upstairs and it just like, unless we stuff it filled, because my son-in-law used to he got up at like 4:30 in the morning to go to work.
Oh yeah.
And he would make his fried eggs or scrambled eggs or whatever, and that
You just
smell.
can't.
And
It's like, I need to be sleeping still. That's a fine smell, but I'd rather have that 3 hours from now.
Yeah, and being a mom, your nose is always on, because if there's a fire in the house or anything, you gotta know, like, that doesn't smell right?
Yeah.
So I wake up and then I'm awake. So that's annoying.
Yeah. I can see that being annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Kid smells. Oh, that's another one.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that.
You got little kids. You know, little kid smells. Well, we were foster
smells.
parents for a while, so we had a lot of kid smells. Every kid's different. You know, bottle feeding kids are different than breastfeeding kids, and
yeah,
they all smell great. They all smell. Well, you wash them at the end of the night, anyways. You give them a bath. They all smell fabulous.
Yeah, that's fine. It's one of those. Yeah, it's just one of those things you just get used to. It's like, yeah, that's what this place smells like now.
Well, that was good. That 10 minutes went by real quick.